Listen carefully. This message did not reach you by accident. There are moments in life when heaven becomes silent before it moves powerfully. And you have been living in one of those moments. You cried in private. You stayed quiet while others mocked you. You watched people celebrate while you questioned why your season felt so heavy, but hear this now, chosen one. God has not ignored your pain. In fact, the very people who underestimated you, the ones who whispered about you, the ones who thought your story was finished, they are about to witness something they cannot explain because God is preparing a table before you. Not in hiding, not in secret, but in front of your enemies. Pay attention. This is not just about success. It is about restoration. It is about dignity. It is about God revealing that He never left your side. And what is coming next will make everything you endured begin to make sense. You have been through a season that drained you emotionally. A season where you smiled in front of people but silently battled exhaustion, disappointment, and confusion. You prayed, and nothing seemed to change. You waited, and doors stayed closed. You trusted people, and they betrayed you. You gave your heart, and they treated you like you were invisible. There were nights you wondered if God still saw you. There were mornings you woke up tired before the day even began. And the hardest part was this: the people who hurt you appeared to be winning. They laughed while you suffered. They moved forward while you stood still. They acted like your silence meant weakness, but they did not understand something. God sometimes hides His chosen ones before He elevates them. While they were judging your current condition, God was shaping your future position. While they called you forgotten, heaven was preparing your restoration. You are no longer entering a season of survival. You are stepping into a season of divine confirmation. Not because you are perfect, but because God is faithful. Chosen one, there is a reason the attacks became more intense recently. The enemy does not fight people who are going nowhere. The pressure increased because your breakthrough is getting closer. Some people thought they buried your potential, but they only planted you. Some thought rejection would destroy your confidence, but it forced you to depend on God instead of applause. And now, the same tears you cried in private are watering the ground for the table God is preparing publicly. Do you remember how many times you stayed silent when you could have defended yourself? How many times you walked away from arguments? How many times you swallowed the pain because you did not want revenge? God saw every moment, every insult, every betrayal, every lonely night. He saw the fake smiles. He saw the hidden jealousy.
He saw the people who secretly wanted you to fail, and still, He kept protecting you. That is why you survived things that should have broken you. Your survival was never luck. It was divine covering. There were moments you almost gave up completely. Moments you questioned your purpose. Moments you felt emotionally abandoned. But heaven kept whispering, "Keep going." And now, something is shifting. Not everybody around you will celebrate your elevation. Some people only liked you when you were struggling. They were comfortable when you doubted yourself, when you stayed small, when you questioned your worth. But your healing changed something. Your growth changed something. Your connection with God changed something. Now they can feel your confidence returning, and it unsettles them. Chosen one, do not apologize for the season God is bringing you into. You spent too much time shrinking yourself to make others comfortable, too much time explaining your value to people committed to misunderstanding you. But the table God prepares does not require human permission. When God opens a door, no jealousy can close it. When God restores someone, no betrayal can stop it. And this is why the waiting season was necessary. Because if God elevated you too early, your heart would not have been ready. The pain matured you. The silence strengthened you. The rejection purified your intentions. You stopped chasing validation. You stopped begging people to stay. You stopped depending on human approval for your identity. Some blessings cannot arrive until your spirit becomes strong enough to carry them. That is why your process felt so lonely. God was teaching you how to stand without constant reassurance. And now, the people who doubted your future will witness your growth. Not so you can become arrogant, but so they can understand that God defends His children. The table is not revenge. The table is evidence. Evidence that God can restore what people tried to destroy. Evidence that your story did not end in pain. Evidence that favor still exists. Something inside you has been waking up again. Your hope, your vision, your strength. You are beginning to believe again. There was a season in your life that felt completely unfair. You kept asking yourself why the pain would not stop, why the disappointments kept repeating. You were trying to heal while still being wounded. You smiled in front of people, but deep inside, you were exhausted. Pain changes a person. It changes the way you trust, the way you speak, the way you carry your heart. But the struggle was shaping something deeper inside you. The loneliness taught you discernment. The betrayal taught you boundaries. The waiting taught you patience. And the silence taught you how to hear God without depending on constant signs. You thought you were falling apart, but piece by piece, heaven was rebuilding you differently, stronger, wiser, more grounded. That season forced you to stop depending on people who could not carry your destiny. It forced you to pray honest prayers, the kind spoken through tears. And those prayers changed you. Pain has a way of revealing what comfort never could. It exposes hidden fears and insecurities. And even though it hurt, that exposure became part of your healing. Looking back now, you can see it. Some doors had to close because you were settling for less than what God intended. Some relationships had to end because they were draining your spirit. Some delays had to happen because your character needed time to mature. You were asking God to remove the pain while God was using the pain to prepare you. Prepare your mindset, your heart, your faith. That is why you are not the same person anymore. The pressure created endurance inside you. The version of you that exists today was born in private battles nobody applauded. People see your calmness now, but they do not know how hard you fought to protect your peace. They see your strength, but they did not witness the moments you almost gave up. The pain did not destroy your purpose, it revealed it. You became more compassionate, more aware, more spiritually grounded. Scars that once broke you now only remind you how far God has brought you. Yes, there are still moments where the memories hurt, but those scars no longer control your future. They are reminders that you survived. One day you will fully understand why the process was necessary. Everything was preparing you for a version of yourself that could not be built through comfort alone. You are walking with wisdom that pain produced, strength that pressure produced, and faith that suffering produced. Chosen one, do not become discouraged because the process took longer than expected. God was working beneath the surface. Every closed door protected you. Every disappointment redirected you. Every painful goodbye revealed who truly belonged in your life. And now, the table is being prepared, not just materially, but emotionally. Peace is returning. Clarity is returning. Confidence is returning. The version of you that almost disappeared is rising again. You are not forgotten. The attacks did not destroy you. The rejection did not define you. The delays did not cancel your destiny. The table God is preparing in front of your enemies is about restoration. It is about showing you that your suffering was not wasted. So keep moving forward. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep protecting your peace. Because what God is building in your life now will speak louder than every lie spoken against you. And when the time comes, you will not need to force people to recognize your value. God will make it undeniable. If this message resonates with your spirit, type some words. And if this encouraged you today, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and stay connected for more messages that strengthen your faith. You are chosen. You are protected. And your story is not over.